Hey everyone, Will here from Mature Minded Gamers, and today we're going to be doing a Kickstarter page review for a game called Catapult Feud Hydra. This one is from Vesuvius Media. So this was a game that actually, the original game was called Catapult Kingdoms. It was a successful Kickstarter from a couple years ago. They've kind of rebranded it in a way, I think, because of copyright restrictions. It is a war for the floor kind of game. It reminds me a lot of, I think it's called Crossbolts and Catapults. It was a game that you kind of played on the floor with these balls and things that you threw at your opposing like armies and stuff. And I had a lot of fun with that in the 80s. And I've actually got Catapult Kingdom and played with my 5-year-old son, and he and I absolutely had a blast with this. So I wanted to kind of talk to you about Catapult Feud and see why I don't think you should sleep on it, especially if you have young ones at home. And I think I think this is one that I'm pretty excited to go ahead and check out. So I hope I can pass on the same level of excitement that I have for this game onto you to maybe take a look at this game because I really think it's worth it. It is a small publisher. I believe they have 16 things created so far. They're out of Canada. So let's take a look at the video itself, see how the game kind of their spin on the advertisement for the game, and we'll be right back with the review itself. All right, so I am jazzed up. I think the volcano looks really cool. I think the castle looks even cooler, and the Viking ship. Oh, so let's take a look at the game here. So the war for the floor has begun once more. You're going to build a castle. You're going to aim your catapult, and you're going to knock down your opponent. So you're going to launch your catapults. You're going to choose your side, either the gray or the kind of the yellowish faction. You're going to build your tower, and then you're going to make a plan, choose a weapon, fire at will. Now these balls that you're going to fire, these little cannonballs, they're actually soft rubber, which is actually pretty nice. I mean, they're not really hard plastic. They're not going to clack when they hit the floor, which, you know, if you have hard floors, they can roll all over the place. But these are little rubberized balls, and it actually makes it bouncing on carpet and actually bouncing on the floor a little bit more controllable. Plus, it gives them a little bit of weight, which is good because if you have these really light balls, they're just going to bounce right off of the walls themselves and not do much damage. So, and I think just really good quality. In the box for the original, there was actually quite a few. So, you can see this kid here. You're going to be aiming down, you're going to be knocking down some towers. Now, you've got these catapults. The core game comes with 2 of these catapults. They have a rubber band that kind of flips around here, and you're going to pull the catapult back, let it go, and then you're going to fire one of these rubber boulders. You got some action cards. You got some troops. You got the blocks, and you got the gate, and you've got these boards. If anything, these kind of more balance the bricks themselves, especially if you're, I guess, playing on carpet, so that way they're kind of on an even keel. My son had a hard time a couple times of hitting these and knocking down his entire castle, but he is 5, so, you know, take that for what it is. I would not be recommending playing this on a table. You do get a rule book, but to be quite honest with you, it's like a 4-page pamphlet that kind of gives you the basics, what the special cards are and their abilities and what they do. Looks like Siege expansion. You get a couple ballistas, 4 more balls, 12 more action cards. You got some more troops for the cunning fields, the Chalfant's troops. You get some more bricks, some parapets. You get a couple more gates. Artificer's Tower. You get a mighty plunger. You get some curved bricks and a couple more parapets. Some more action cards. Ooh, and special hive ammunition. I wonder, are these rubberized as well, or are these probably bouncing a little bit different ways? So that could actually be pretty neat. I'm hoping they are the rubber, just like the cannonballs are. Hydra expansion. Now this thing looks awesome. You got 4 fireballs. You get a pretty large Hydra. I think my son's gonna absolutely love this thing. He's gonna probably just want to play with it by itself. I think it holds the balls in its mouth. That's actually really cool. Volcano expansion, 12 more action cards. Pretty decently sized, 22 by 16 centimeters. You got a couple magna boulders and just some like art of the game. You get a Vikings expansion here, some new types of style of characters and looks, aesthetics, a couple more boulders, and a 25 centimeter long plastic ship that actually looks like it holds the ballista, or maybe even just has the ballista inside of it. I wonder if it actually comes out or not. I don't know. Some stretch goals look like they've got some extra bricks already unlocked. Quite a few, actually. I mean, this has already got almost $250,000 raised. Next stretch goal, again, more bricks. You know, these having more bricks is nice, but man, I mean, I guess you could build a much bigger tower or bigger castle. But I'd like to maybe see something a little bit more grandiose. Maybe they'll do that. Hopefully, maybe they'll do that like a 500,000, because I could definitely see this game hitting that. You get some special holiday ammunition for the 72-hour early bird, hive ammunition cards, dice ammunition. Launch rubber dice at your opponent's castle. That's cool. Rubber dice. I almost kind of just want that for the dice. Fish ammunition. Smelly fish ammunition. That's great. Oh, yeah, these are pretty cool. I like how with the more expansions you have, just the bigger castles you can make, which is really cool. There's the fish, the dice, the hives, the cannonballs. I got a cool look representation, and you know you can tell a lot of from their pictures and everything. There's a lot of kids playing this game, and like I said, I think this is a game that I don't really think me and my buddies here at the Mature Minded Gamers will really play it together. I think it's more of playing, sitting down, play with the kids, or having the kids play it, and I think they would have an absolute blast. Or my son has actually had blast with it. Looks like done some paint jobs on here. I guess I really don't see the point of painting these. I mean, you're just gonna be knocking them down. I mean, they look cool. Looks like got some wash on some of the bricks. Now, this is one of the funny things, you know, that's straight out of a movie. So I'm pretty sure you probably get the reference. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff there. That ship is absolutely huge. It fills up the whole tower. Oh, they got a lot of other toys and stuff. There's so many different ways you can play with this. So we got some reviews at the bottom of the page. Very cool. They talk about here Catapult Kingdoms versus Catapult Feud. Now, again, Catapult Kingdoms itself, you can actually get at the store. I actually picked my copy up at my one of my local game stores, and it just kind of talks about how they're rebranding it, just under a slight different name. So I think it's, yeah, look like it says because of trademark. So got the rule books here again for all of the expansions, different pledge levels. For $30, you can get the Hydra. For 60, you can get the Hydra and Feud, which again, it looks like Feud is the exact same as Kingdoms. Deluxe for 120, you get pretty much everything. Whoa, here we go. All right, so wow, 2-player bundle, $180, everything. The Royal Feast pack, the extra ammunition pack, the Volcano expansion, Vikings expansion, plus everything up here. So really, this is the $180 everything. Now these mats that they have here, are these, I didn't see that in the page. Let's go back up and look, because I wonder if those are like neoprenes. I don't recall seeing those, but that kind of looks like a neoprene mat, and that would actually be pretty nice to be able to play on the floor as well, something that my son necessarily won't hit. 2 sets of game mats, yep, so it looks like some neoprene mats. These I would hope for $15 for a couple small mats. You can just pick up, looks like the dice ammo, the holiday ammo. There's some trees to be able to fire. That's pretty cool. Multiple game modes. You're just going to real-time fire. Tons of different ways you play. 3 players, 4 players. How much is going to be shipping? Now, this is going to be one of the things that in a lot of Kickstarters now we're talking about, is because you know, shipping prices all over the world are getting kind of crazy. For the U.S., you're looking at, for the biggest pack, you're looking at $27. It's not the core box itself isn't entirely gargantuan or anything. You can see the contents and everything I'll put a link to that video of the unboxing for Kingdoms in the comments below. So Let's see here. Yeah, 27 bucks. You know, that's not too bad for US. I don't think that I don't think that would I don't think it's going to break the bank for anybody, but I'd really like to see that more at the $20 price point for all that content. So, but they are a small publisher. Maybe they just don't have the kind of shipping deals. So, yeah. All right. So, this was a page review for Catapult Feud Hydra, a very cool War for the Floor game that I think you and your family are going to have an absolute blast playing. So, I would love to see everyone's comments on if they've enjoyed these kind of games, if they played any of these style of games in the past, and what you thought of them, if this is something you're going to be picking up, and why. So, but all right, everybody, thanks for checking out our Kickstarter page review for Catapult Feud. This has been Will from Mature Minded Gamers. Be sure to check out all of our other great content on maturemindedgamers.com. We do video games, board games, and so much more. So until next time, everyone, stay safe and take care.